We had a younger patient that was really nervous about surgery, just, couldn't wrap her brain around it, just had nothing to draw from. Janet goes in there, she has a soft voice, she talks to them, she explains basically the whole time you're awake what to expect. Nothing was left to the unknown for this gal, and at the very end she said a prayer with her and the girl just broke out in tears. It was beautiful.
If I have the opportunity to call my patients, I do, because I think it's a continuity of care, that somebody really does care, that, gosh, you took care of me when you start my IV, and you took care of me and sent me home and gave me instructions, and now you care enough to call me to see how I'm doing, just like a friend.
She exhibits compassion like she wants to see it. She exhibits respect like she wants to see it. She, does what's required of her and more, so that in and of itself is just excellence.
It's just helping people, whether if you're there for your coworkers if they're down, you're cheering them up or listening to them, or trying to give them some advice if they need it. You're here for the patients, you're here for the doctors to help them, and to listen to them, and I just think it's just trying to give good care to everybody and trying to keep a nice, happy place to work at.
Are taking care of small children who are so innocent and so totally dependent on you. So I see, trying to, for our little babies who are sometimes on a lot of machines and a lot of other things, I always see the mothers always can look right into their baby's face. And I always say, whenever you look at someone, you should see the face of Christ. So I always say that if they can see their baby as their baby, like by putting a little bow on their head or putting socks on them, or that they can bond a little bit more with them. And that's very important for me as a mother and as a nurse, is that the moms feel like they are their baby's moms.
Our mission is the reason we're different. It's also the reason many new employees come to SSM from other places. As an educator, the new nurses in orientation often tell us the reason they came to SSM, or the reason that they are returning to work here, is because of the mission. To me, it's who we are.
I see Sue assisting others to grow and learn based on their individual needs, abilities, and desires. And I think that's an astounding and amazing gift that she brings to SSM.
My goal each day is to bring the mission into my work, and I'm very honored if that's something people notice.
I said, "You're really early today." He said, "It's really hot outside," and he mentioned that he did not have air conditioning in his home.
When Shannon approached me about the patient's situation and asked whether I thought it was okay for her to pursue the application for an air conditioner, my immediate thought was, this is our mission in motion.
Keith, my boyfriend, said, "We have an air conditioner unit in our storage facility." And I said, "Well, let's go and get it." And we went and got it that night, and I had called him the next day, asked him if he wouldn't mind me swinging by on a Friday night after work for us to install it. And he said, "Bless your heart, Shannon, but that would be amazing if you could do that."
I care about the patients. They're in my heart. I care about them. It makes me feel sad if they're hurting or if they're sad, not having a good day. I just want to be there and help them and take care of them.
I nominated Tanya because she lives the mission every day. She is very friendly and approachable, and she goes out of her way to make sure our patients and their families are comfortable and meets any of their needs that they may have. She even went so far as to buy flowers one day for a patient for their birthday when she found out that it was their birthday.
Every patient that I have seen Jackie relate to, she brings that sunny disposition that makes them relax. It's a calming effect for the patient to know that they have somebody who's not only clinically sound, but who really cares about what happens to them.
My favorite part about being an ER nurse is I am happy to come to work every day. I love every single employee that I work with. The diversity and culture is very good in the ER, and we treat each other like family.
The mission is out there for everyone who works for SSM, and it's not just it's just not the words. We have to live it, and it's out there for everyone, whether they be a coworker or a patient. We're all here to heal everyone else and live the mission. I just try to remind myself every day that it's not about me and it's about the patients, and that's why we're here. And if there's something that I'm supposed to be doing for that person, whether it be a coworker or the patient, that the Holy Spirit, I just listen to the Holy Spirit and know what I'm supposed to do for that patient.
I enjoy my job. I love my job. I enjoy going up and making someone happy. That's my goal for that day. If it includes a prayer with my patient, saying some encouraging words, saying encouraging words to my co-workers if it need be, or I just love it.
Well, Dolores has really been an inspiration to not just myself, but to the department. She just has a very warm personality, and people really feel comfortable with talking to her. And it's not just the staff, but it's also, the patients that we serve.
Diane works with elderly patients consistently, joyful, accommodating. She smiles, she brings an energy into the room. She's energetic and completely devoted to the elderly population.
Especially when I work with the geriatric patients, I treat them as if they were my parents. And I just think the SSM value is just giving the best possible care you can to the patients and try to think in their shoes how they must feel and respect them.